Hall of Mirrors. Alright, so earlier today a package came in and it was the Elgato Gamecapture HD. The folks over at Elgato were nice enough to send me a product to review, and I had gotten in contact with them earlier this month, or actually near the end of April, and they got back to me actually before the beginning of May, and I now have the Elgato. And I'm going to do an unboxing, that's what I'm doing right now, and you're going to see some gameplay and all that, and you're going to see a review. And I thank you guys over at Elgato for sending me this product, for sending me the Gamecapture HD. I haven't been able to put anything up on YouTube recently because my AverMedia freaking died. And there's the box and all that nice goodness. But yes, my AverMedia died, it's out of warranty, so I'm just crap out of luck. And we're going to take a look at what's inside. And there is the Elgato itself, the Gamecapture HD, and then this is the little pamphlet that shows you how to hook up to current gen, next gen, and the PS3 specific cable. So you can hook up to all that. There is the Elgato itself. Nice little thing, the USB and the HDMI's, and there's the AV ins, and there's the other HDMI port. Some zoom in on that, but you know, it doesn't want to focus. Whatever, we'll just set it aside for right now, and we're gonna take a look at all the cables that are inside. Alright, so nice thing about Elgatos is that they come with all the cables that you need. They come with the HDMI cable, they come with a composite cable, they come with the PS3 cable, like I said, and it comes with the mini USB used to power it. You plug into your computer to get it powered. And first, this is the USB cable. Yeah, it's mini USB, you plug that in, you know, get to recording with it. The next cable is the composites, so there's the AVIs, or the AVNs, so you can record Dreamcast and all that. There's the HDMI cable. And then this is the PlayStation 3 specific cable, the one that bypasses HDCP. So now I'm just going to shift it over to gameplay. Enjoy. Now, the first thing that I like about it is that it comes with all the cables that I mentioned before. It's able to capture both HD consoles, so the 360, the PS3, the PS4, Xbox One, and it's also able to actually capture older gameplay. So, older consoles like the PlayStation 2, the PS1, the Dreamcast, etc. All the cables that you will ever need to record these types of consoles. If you really want to capture, you know, old Dreamcast footage, if you want to capture PS2 footage, stuff like that, you have the cables for it. And what's nice too is that the PS3 cable that it comes with will get past the HDCP. It's so that you don't have to deal with that hassle. I know personally when I got my AverMedia and I got a PlayStation, I had to buy an AV optic, you know, an HDMI converter box basically, so that I could actually record PS3 game footage, and I ended up using that setup on all of my consoles until the capture card died. So, like I said, it's really nice that it comes with all the cables that you need to record pretty much any console you want that supports, you know, RGB. And it captures footage really well. It captures it at about, I believe, 10 megabytes per second, and that's not really much of a difference from what I did with my capture card in the past. My capture card, I captured probably about 14, so it's only about 4 megabyte difference, and the footage looks great. It's being played right now, some JoJo's, and I got some Xbox One footage, and I got some Tekken stuff, so you can look at it through the video. And it has a lot of great features. Not only can you set, you know, how loud you want the game to be, how loud you want your voice to be in the live commentary section of it, which I'll get to that right after this. It has I believe it has it temporarily records your entire session so that you can pause it and rewind to previous parts. So if you had that open while you were playing and you're like, well, I just did this really cool thing, let me go back and look at it, then you will be able to actually look at the old footage and you will actually be able to record starting from that time period, which is really, really nice. Just in case, you know, you got that sick combo but you weren't recording at the time, or you had that really nice, you know, clutch comeback match and, you know, you weren't recording, you could back it up and record from that. And I'm going to actually go over to a different clip right now, and it's actually going to be using the audio from a clip that I recorded using live commentary right now. Another useful feature found within Elgato Gamecapture HD software is the live commentary. Basically what this is when I'm speaking, the game lowers its volume so that it doesn't overpower my voice, and when I stop talking, the game will resume at normal volume. This is to ease the hardship of having to go into an editing program and try to balance out audios manually. And it cuts off a lot of editing time for people who just want to put up videos. And personally, I like this feature a lot. Since you've already seen some PS3 game footage, I'm just going to put up some Xbox One and 360. So you're going to see some Ground Zeroes, some Killer Instinct, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Now, earlier I just checked the game capture again, and I said 10 megabytes, Mbps or megabits. It's actually 26.3 megabits, so I was off by about 16. Stupid me. But it's very good quality. It records very, very good quality. For the price that you're getting, $150 is around what you're going to be paying for it, and you get up to 1080p, a high definition device that records at 60 frames per second at 26.3 megabits per second, and the audio is about 224 kilobits at AAC audio. So you're getting a very, very good device. And the only real difference between this and, like, say a PCI internal capture card like a Blackmagic or a AverMedia is that you're gonna experience a couple of issues. You're gonna have there's gonna be lag time. There's gonna be lag from what you see on the TV screen to when the capture device actually picks it up and you see it in the actual software or in the streaming software that you're using. So it is going to be, I think it's about 2 seconds of delay between what's on the TV and what gets, you know, what shows on the capture device or on the screen for the capture for the software. And that's what you get with USB 2.0. You know, that's what you get with USB 2.0, is that you're gonna have to kind of live with that. But it does have a lot of good features. Like I said, the live commentary, which lets you adjust the threshold and, you know, the noise gate settings for the microphone, depending on what you're using. I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone, and I think it sounded pretty good when I made that video. When I made the earlier clip, me talking about the live gamer, or not the live gamer, the live commentary. Another good feature about the actual software is that it lets you edit the clips. It lets you put together, or it lets you edit the clips, and it lets you upload it to whatever site that you want to. If you want to upload it to Facebook or YouTube. So not only can you do commentary over something that you're currently playing, but it also allows you to upload that same thing to YouTube within the same software, which is very, very convenient for people like, for a lot of people who don't have Sony Vegas Pro or don't have, you know, Final Cut, whatever. And nice thing is it works on Windows and Mac, so hallelujah. You have a capture device for both. Now, the other problem that I did encounter while using this, was that in OBS, I don't know if it's a compatibility issue with OBS and the Elgato, or if it's just the fact that the 32-bit version of OBS just doesn't like my antivirus. It might be on my end. I'm highly suspecting that it is that. But the problem that I did encounter was that in the 64-bit version, it doesn't want to show up as a listed device. And you also can't really put it as a global source, but you can select it as a video capture device, and there you go, your problem solved. The problem that I had was that first, the 32-bit version is the one that apparently takes issue with my antivirus and doesn't like it, and the 64-bit version was the one that's a little bit more, that's a lot more stable for my system, but Elgato won't get picked up, so I just moved down to the 32-bit version, and I streamed it most of today, and it actually passed with some pretty good flying colors. And there was, again, but there are a little bit of there are some setup issues and things that I should talk about. If you're using OBS, I don't know about XSplit. I stopped using XSplit after my trial thing ran out, or my membership ran out, or whatever. But I know that there are some people who get it to work well with XSplit, like Maximilian. He uses XSplit and the Elgato, and it works fine for him. So it might not be that bad with XSplit. But with OBS, you have to load it in as the regular video capture device. You got to use the 32-bit version of OBS. And I don't know if it's just the device itself or if it's just my compatibility with OBS, but it is it takes a long time for it to load up any changes to it. So if I go into the configure and try and change like the consoles, like what console I'm streaming on, I went from the PS3 to the Xbox One, and that takes like quite a while. It took like 30 seconds or something like that. All the while the game kind of flickers in and out and says, "1 moment please." And I did get some issues with static noises instead of the actual game audio, and I did have to reset OBS a couple times so I could get it to actually play. Even something like adjusting the audio in the configure, like just lowering the audio and stuff, had that issue as well. But when it was working, it didn't crash on me. OBS didn't crash. None of that stuff happened. It didn't cause any fatal errors. It did work well. It kept, it was stable the whole time. It kept recording. It didn't drop. No, it didn't destroy itself on me, basically. So it does work well with streaming software. It's just, I'm highly suspecting that in my case, it's just a compatibility issue with some other program that I have that OBS is just cannot handle or deal with. So that's not really a deal breaker for me, and I don't really think there is a deal breaker on this, unless you're somebody who really wants that less lag time between what's on the screen and what shows up in the software, which I would say, something like the AverMedia or the Black Cat or Blackmagic, whatever. Those ones are very, very, very small in the lag time between the two. But that's not a deal breaker for me. I don't much mind, since I'm not playing off of what's on the computer screen in the software. I'm playing on what's on the TV or monitor. So there are some, because of the little OBS and the little lag thing, I'm not going to dock it down really. Just like it was just mostly the hassle of it, like kind of freezing up and stuff like that with OBS. But I will give it a 4.5 out of 5, which I normally don't do like half numbers. And it's a very good device. If you're looking to pick up a capture device that's not bank breaking per se, it's about $150, and you get all the cables with it. That's probably one of the best things about it, besides it being able to capture at 60 frames in HD, is that it comes with all the cables you need to record old consoles, the new consoles, Dreamcast, NES, what have you. The software is very good. It lets you edit videos, it lets you upload them. I believe you can even, I haven't really used the feature yet, but I believe you can actually, temporarily record stuff, and it will actually, you can reverse it and play back a certain part if you have that program open. and you're like, oh shit, man, I didn't record that sick comeback or whatever, you can rewind it to the point and re-record that whole match if you really want to. And I think that's pretty nice. So I haven't used the feature. I didn't really check it out that much because I'm usually always recording my footage. So it's great. It comes with all the things that you're gonna need for new YouTubers, people looking to pick up a new capture device, all that. I would highly recommend this. I would highly recommend it, and it's great. It's a great piece of hardware. Go check it out. I'll leave a link down below on where you can get it, and if you want to see this in action, you will actually see more videos up on the channel now that I can record. Again, it's been like 2 weeks or something, 2 or 3 weeks. You'll be able to see it, and you can actually go over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/hurtboxtv, and you'll be able to see this on stream, and you'll be able to see some killer gameplay footage with this at 60 frames per second. So until next time, I've blabbed on for too long. Please like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share the video. Hopefully, you know, I've enticed you to go and buy an Elgato Gamecapture HD. So, until next time, cheers guys.